folks, I'm Mark Johnson, and I'm down at the Blue Earth County Fairgrounds in Garden City, where I built this cabin years ago, and it's recently been flooded. It had 8 inches of water in it a couple of weeks ago when we had this massive flooding down here, and you can see some of the mud still here on the porch. The rest of it, there's a little bit of it here on the floor inside. But the reason I'm here today is this floor sits on 2x4 sleepers, and there's some water got underneath it and some mud. And over here, I pulled up a floorboard, got some old reclaimed tongue and groove 1x6s, and the fair board wants me to pull that floor out and disinfect the space underneath it, put some bleach in there and so forth, and put it back down. And I don't know, it's wet, so it's swelled up and it's pretty tight. I'm surprised it hasn't buckled. But anyway, as long as I'm here, I'll do a little tour of the whole thing. We took this thing down in 2003, and my company, Terrasol Restoration, rebuilt the whole thing. We had to replace a lot of logs because the roof was shot, and the bottom 2 courses were totally rotted out and gone, and the windowsills were sitting on the ground. So we had to replace those logs, obviously, plus quite a few others. And I found some old windows that are 8x8 true divided light windows that were kind of authentic for the period, and we put them in here. We only used 2x6 floor joists because they often used skinny floor joists too, because they didn't have water beds up there in those days, you know. Anyhow, this is from the Garber family, from Tolov and Joanna, and this is the door that probably led to the attic. And the floor is actually pretty level. I'm amazed by it. Up here we got some old shiplap material, and here's your bedpan for use in the middle of the night. We just did a double 2x6 ridge beam there, which probably isn't enough to meet code today, but it's better than nothing. And anyhow, we put cedar shakes on it, and I see a whole bunch of nails sticking through on this side from putting on the shakes. But over on this side, I don't see anything. So I don't know if I ended up using longer nails on one side than the other, because these are quite a bit longer. I don't understand why I can't see a single nail over there. Well, one of the other things that we did was when we put these old buildings together, we put through bolts in them. And back here you can see how much the building has settled in the last 20 years, right, buddy? Yeah, right. I think we use this leftover flooring and stuff for sheathing on the outside. And we've got old barn boards for the roof boards. And then there's cedar, I think it's cedar shingles on the roof. So that's the Garberg cabin.
Well, I think the logs have held up.
Well, you don't know how wet.
On the inside, we used a masonry type of chinking with some wire mesh behind it. And there's been some separation, of course. On the outside, I think we've done a little bit of repair work in some of the areas out here. But this acrylic material is way more forgiving than the masonry stuff, because it stretches a little bit. Anyhow, let's look at the rest of the place. Oh, I guess they are hand split shingles up there. I still don't understand why we can see the nails on one side but not the other. There's been a little chinking repair that's been done here over the years, but it's holding up good. I think they need to keep this grass down here, because that prohibits it from drying out as it should. Yeah, our siding up on the top there's old barn boards with 1x3 battens on it. Yeah, so this was done by me and my crew in 2003.
You mean putty, some of them?
Well, putty and the aluminum slider thing is busted out.
I have to use nails.
Oh,
To get them open.
well, I didn't have any nails, but I used my fingers.
Oh, stop.
And I got them open.
Thanks for watching, folks.